presence yet, maybe ever, on YouTube or any other platform. But I am increasingly anxious about what's going on in our country. I want to share a story with you. Maybe you can relate, maybe you can't relate. My husband and I have been full-time RVers for almost 3 years now. There's pros and cons about the life. I'm sure you've seen tons of YouTubes about full-time RVers, giving you hints where to go, how to save money. It is quite an economical way to live for a number of different reasons. No one can deny that. We volunteer around the country. We've been in some great spots. We've been in some not so great spots, which is where we are now, but the people that we meet are amazing. And right now, in our culture, in our time, in our economics, I don't know how we would live any other way. Let me give you an example. My husband and I shop at Walmart. Well, let me even back up a little bit. We both get Social Security. He's retired. And when you volunteer at a campsite, at a state park, or wherever, the pay schedule varies. Right now, we're at a state park. And what happens when you full-time RV at a state park? You get your site free. So we don't pay rent. We get free utilities. Now, we certainly have to pay our mortgage and we have to pay our bills, and we work very hard to keep that under control. It's almost impossible to live right now for us. We both get Social Security. We work very hard to earn that Social Security. I worked in education, higher education, for over 40 years. Ron worked in IT. We put away our 401k. We tried to manage our debt as best we could with kids. Money was always a struggle, but it's never been as bad as it is right now. Now we have two forms of income. We both have Social Security, and I teach online part-time, so I make a little bit more every month. And we've pulled from our 401k to try to mitigate our debt, and we're a year or two away from really being financially solvent, independent, comfortable. Right now, we're not comfortable at all. We do nothing. We do absolutely nothing. Let me give you an example. This is a list of our food market prices. This is what we do. We go to Walmart. Sometimes we'll go to another grocery store. Most of them are way more expensive than Walmart. I have to say that Walmart has done a phenomenal job of helping out people in our situation. Decent prices, quality food. They are really looking out for people like us in our situation. We are just making it, okay? It used to be, we tried to go food shopping every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and we could do about maybe $200, $220 every 2 weeks. Perfect. That's totally fine if you think of it in the grand scheme of things. We couldn't get out of Walmart now at the end of 2 weeks under $300. I mean, it was getting out of control. Every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it was about $300. We had to do something. And it wasn't Walmart's fault. I mean, prices are going up. And I'm talking no name brands. The Walmart Great Value is a great value. I get the surveys. We do our prescriptions at Walmart because we travel. So what I decided to do was I had to take control. So I write a list, and I have a growing list every week, whatever we run out of. I've just been really sick. because of the area we're in. So the other side has prescriptions and toiletries, and we need stuff like that. And I make a list. And when we go to the market, if it is not on the list, we either have a big discussion if we need it, if we're going to buy it, if it's a need or a want, or we, before we buy it, there is no impulse buying anymore. We can't afford it. So we went recently, this list, I wanted to stay under $100. The list grew, it was 2 weeks. This is necessities. These aren't even extra. Now, we went into Walmart and we did our food shopping and we spent $186. This was 2 weeks of shopping, we'll have for 2 weeks. Now, some of that was toiletries. We needed Pepto-Bismol, we needed toothpaste, we needed paper towels, we needed toilet paper, and we needed sponges, and I needed a prescription. Now, I have excellent insurance. I'm lucky. I have excellent insurance, but we still have to pay a copay or whatever. And I went over the list when we got home because I only wanted to spend about 100. I knew maybe 120. We spent $186. What was we did extra. We splurged a little. Ron got ice cream and bananas, and I got salami. We spent an extra $20 on frivolous items. We haven't bought ice cream. Ron loves his ice cream. We have not bought ice cream in months. For God's sakes, the man's going to be 70 years old. I'm going to be 64. You would think it would be okay at our stage of life to buy ice cream. I've been sick because of where we are, and as I get older, I can't breathe as well. I have trouble with the environment that we're in, a lot of pollen. We spent an extra $60 because I had to go to the Med Express twice. That was $20. Then I needed prescriptions. I didn't get an inhaler that I need because it was $36. I didn't get the inhaler. I have one inhaler. If I had needed it, I would have gotten the other one, but I'm not spending $36 on a second inhaler. So I'm not getting medicine that might help me a little bit better in my breathing. But so far I'm okay. It's crazy. Bidenomics, this is Bidenomics. We wanted to do this life because we thought we would travel, we would live in our RV, could volunteer. We work 20, 24 hours a week. We have the rest of the week to explore where we are. We can't do that. Diesel went up. It is now over $4 a gallon. In a week, it went up 30 cents. This was about 3 weeks ago. In 1 week, we were energy independent. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I sit in my trailer and do my work and try to take care of us the best I can. But we can't go anywhere. We don't go out to eat. We don't go for a pizza. We don't do any of that. We are making ends meet. We are trying to pay off our debt, but I feel like I'm a hamster in a cage because every time I get, 2 feet forward or go forward, I'm 5 feet back because interest rates are going up. So the one big card we're trying to get rid of, the interest rate is so high that we barely make the interest, let alone getting money on the principal. So we've done some creative things. We found a no interest card. And we did move some balances, and we're making headway. Now, I have some student loans because I have a doctorate. I have a doctorate, and I'm still having trouble earning a living. But I have student loans, and I understand the controversy with paying off student loans through the government. And yes, I fully intended to pay back my loan when I got it. I did. My kids' loans, they're paying their loans back. I fully intended to do that. But these government programs and handouts, sending Ukraine, I get that. I get that we have to help allies. But we have people here at home, and I'm doing well. We are eating. I have a roof over my head. But it is hard, and it is getting harder. And I don't know where it's going to end. And we have a president who sits on the beach while his meals are prepared. I'm sure he doesn't worry about his Walmart shopping list or if he needs an inhaler or a doctor. And the lies that are being perpetuated by this administration, and not everybody can see the truth. I don't understand why. I mean, it's plain as it's all you have to do is read. There are so many books out there that are footnoted with research and documentation. And whether you're on the right or the left, you've got to see that these prices are going up. Of course, if you're Joy Behar, you don't have to worry about stuff like this. You can say, oh, everybody's putting food on their table and it's easy out there and people are making their bills. No, we're not. No, we're not. I'm barely making it. We do nothing except, I want to see my kids. I thought about not even going. We're going to take a 5-hour ride to see one of my kids who they bought a house, which is totally rare. They bought a house and we want to help them. And I thought about not going because I can't afford the fuel. It's going to take a huge bite out of our budget and our plan. And I don't know what's going to happen. Not only tomorrow, but 2 months from now, I can make a plan. But there's going to be setbacks. And what am I doing this for? What am I doing this for? To save my 401k so we can live miserly for the next 10, 15 years if I live so long? I know I had expectations about retirement. And I was wrong. I was so wrong. We can't travel. We're constantly talking about money and looking at the accounts and seeing how we can move one from column A to deal with column B. I can't do anything for my kids at this point. I can't do anything for them. Did I make mistakes along the way? Should I have not bought certain things when I was raising my kids to make my house look nicer? I haven't done my hair. I don't do my nails anymore. I know these are luxuries, and I need glasses. I haven't gotten new glasses, so I can see, but I could probably see better with a new prescription. But I'm not alone. I'm not alone, and that's what makes me so sad. It shouldn't be like this. I'm not the middle class anymore. I'm the lower class. I'm lower socioeconomic. I'm just making it. And what did I work so hard for? My kids are, knock wood, in a great situation, and I'm so happy for them. But people like me are struggling. We're struggling, and there's no end in sight. There's no end in sight, and it's a scary time. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Sometimes I want to just keep moving forward and keep trying to build our equity, and everywhere we turn, we hit a wall. And I'm going to go over some of those issues: refinancing our RV, buying a new RV to save money. That we got ripped off. Refinancing a loan, working with credit unions. That's another story. Nobody's helping people like us. Nobody. Money's going out to foreign interests, not to people like us. The border is so open. People are coming in, and it is a humanity. Those people are suffering too. They're coming in for the wrong reasons, nobody's stopping them. Nobody's stopping them. And I'm afraid all the time now. I'm afraid for my kids. I'm afraid for us, for Ron and I. And I don't know what to do. It's hopeless. I have no voice, and I don't feel like I'll have a voice in this election either. Because something's gonna happen. And if I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do anymore. And it's sad. And maybe things will change. Maybe, I don't know. Nobody's looking out for us. Nobody's trying to help us in any way. And I don't know what to do anymore. Just keep moving forward and hopefully connecting with great people out there and working together and praying. A lot of praying. So thanks for listening. I have some more videos coming up about our situation, hopefully learning from some of our mistakes, and hopefully you can get some insight and I can give some tips on how we are dealing with our day-to-day struggles with lowering our costs, buying a new RV, getting rid of our bad investment, and dealing with a credit union who, out of our monthly payment, was putting $7 to the principal. $7 to the principal. So that's another video that I will be sharing with you. But I just had a kind of talk to somebody and let them know if you're going through the same thing, if you're feeling the same way I do, helpless, hopeless, let me know. Maybe we can swap ideas, and we're in this together. Where do we go? How do we move forward from here? Is there a way out? I don't see one. I'll praying for me. And thanks for listening. Bye.